Hey Soul Tribe, and welcome back to your favorite dealer, your favorite vibes dealer, the hyphy healer gang. That's me, yee. That's me, yee. If you have never seen me before, I am Joe, your hyphy healer, your favorite vibes dealer. Okay, because I be out here slinging them good vibes out here in these Oakland streets. That's what I be doing. So let's get into the video because I decided to get messy. We feel a little petty, a little messy. Let's give you guys some messy stories time, spiritual story time. So this is going to be a story time. Usually I do tarot, so if you've seen me before, you know this is definitely not in the range of my things. I do tarot, but I figure if we're going to do tarot, we're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it transparent. We're going to do what we got to do. And part of doing what we got to do is we got to make it 3D for the people, okay? I would like to think of myself as a preschool teacher of the metaphysics, of esoterics, things like that. So I be trying to break it down for y'all. And, I know sometimes the spiritual stuff, can be a lot. It can be a lot. So I just be trying to not make it a lot. Period, point blank. I'll be trying to not make it a lot. So I figured that we would do a story time because why not? Why not? Okay, so let's get into the story time because I'm pretty sure I titled this the time. Look. What do I say I want to title this? I said I was going to title this Story Time, the time that Jesus saved my life from getting jumped. Okay? The time that Allah, Buddha, Sekhmet, ISIS, whoever it is you want to say, they jumped right in. They got off their throne. You know what I'm saying? They stopped their spiritual work to come over here and save me from getting jumped in the hood. Okay? So let's get into the story time because that's why you're here. So we're going to go back. This was over 15 years ago. This was over 15 years ago. And so at the time, my kids were small. I was living in Stockton. I had just broke up with my baby daddy, maybe like a year or so, maybe before that, maybe like 3 years before that. I was dating somebody a year before that, and so I had gotten to this whole new relationship. I had met this whole new nigga. Okay, so of course at the time I wasn't on my spiritual journey. Your girl wasn't meditating. She wasn't doing her thing. She wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't taking care of herself like a true pimp should, and messed around with the messed around and got messed around. Okay, so I'm in Stockton. I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment with my 2 kids. With my 1 kid at the 2 kids at the time. I moved. No, so I met him at the apartment with my 2 kids in Stockton, and my sister and my best friend at the time, they lived in the same apartments. So I was doing hood rat shit with my hood rat friends, and I ran into old boy, and so I fell for the okie doke. Okay, he was from East Oakland. And here I am. He was from East Oakland while we were in Stockton, right? So he had gold ones, he had dreads, the whole 9, y'all, the whole 9. And I fell for the rigmarole, but I wasn't really tripping because I ain't even finna lie to y'all. I'm not even finna hold y'all. I'm not even finna keep y'all. In my unevolved state, bitch, I be trying to fuck. I'm just, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I have never been one to be like, oh, I really want to get married. Woo. I kind of always knew that my inner pip cheap player was always, you know what I'm saying? I always knew I wanted to run the streets. So I wasn't really tripping. So I knew he was a thought box because he was that type of thought box, one of them niggas that messed around with other people in the apartment complex. Like, and all the bitches in all the world, why? So he, I believe, was messing with sisters. Okay, this is how ratchet this was. And once I found out that he was messing with one of the sisters, either one of the sisters, I was like, cut. But these bitches was on me. They wasn't having that shit. They was big mad, big mad. Okay. And so I ended up moving out of there and moving to another apartment complex, and he conveniently knew people in that apartment complex. And I figured it would be with the new shit, but I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't tripping because I wasn't fucking with him when I was there. The fuck? The hell no. So I had moved to a whole nother place. He seen me, I seen him, but we never really, you feel me? It was never no real animosity. He maybe would come by and no, not he wouldn't even come by and visit. We maybe went to go kick it and smoke, but we wasn't fucking around with each other like that at all. Not by the time this incident took place. So I don't know what a girl had heard or seen or whatever. But by the time the jumping took place, me and him was not kicking it like that. Before that, yeah, we was fucking around. We was, doing what big dogs do. But then, I got tired of that shit and I wanted to be left alone. I was tired of the drama. Like, look, I don't be here for the bullshit. So you get to having drama and I got to go. So, moved to the new apartment complex. He knew I stayed there. I knew he was fucking with somebody there, but I wasn't really tripping. I want to say old girl ended up getting pregnant. She ended up getting pregnant. So I really wasn't tripping because I'm like, oh, she finna have him on lock. Like, Plus, by the time the baby come, look, she won't even know that this nigga a big, big hoe. Like, but she was a ratchet too, so I didn't expect her to be no, like, genius. So, again, I'm in the apartment complex, and the way the apartment is, you come through the gate, you pass apartments, and then you go to the back, all the way in the back, and that's where my apartment was. It was on the bottom floor, all the way in the back. I guess the girl that he was fucking with was in the front, so every time I would leave and come and go, and leave and come and go, he could see, my movements or whatever. Now, I had a partner who already lived in the apartments, and she lived, like, our apartments were, like, boom, 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 boom. Like, super close. So I had made little friends or whatever in the back of the apartments, and they knew that the nigga was with the shit. So